Hey everybody, so some new spy photos just hit our inbox here at TFL and we want to share them with you. What you're looking at right here is a Ford F-150, but this one is definitely pretty special. Let me explain. So there's sort of two parts to this prototype, and first of all let's talk about the suspension. So you can see from this photo right here, it's clear evidence this prototype has independent rear suspension. No more solid axle on the back, this thing is using IRS. Now Ford has actually talked about independent rear suspension in the F-150 a couple of times before, sort of foreshadowing that it would arrive, but this is sort of our first look at a prototype actually testing. So in theory, independent rear suspension should help the F-150 have a more comfortable plush ride, really smooth out any chatter over the bumps. Now, it might affect towing and payload ratings, but if you do look at a vehicle like the Ford Expedition, which shares much of the F-150's platform, that big SUV uses independent rear and it can tow a considerable amount. So it shouldn't affect the F-150's capability too much. Now we can't confirm anything yet, but rumor has it that Ford is going to introduce independent rear on just certain models. So the rear axle will still live on in the F-150, you'll just have to get certain trims to get either the rear axle or the rear independent. Now what's more interesting about this prototype? Well, despite what you see out back, this truck is definitely using an electric powertrain. Now how do we know for sure? Watch this video clip. What did you hear? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing at all. That F-150 was definitely running on an electric motor. Now out back, there is a tailpipe. So this is where, there could be some controversy. Our spy photographer suggests that that tailpipe is just on there as a decoy and that this is an all-electric prototype, which, could be true. You can't actually see where the other end of that tailpipe ends up. But I think it's also possible that this could be a hybrid F-150. A hybrid powertrain is something that Ford has also talked about, and maybe that's what we're seeing here. So the video clip we just watched was when it was running on electric power, but maybe there is an internal combustion engine under that hood. It's hard to say, but either way, we know some type of electrified F-150 is coming, and it looks like it's coming pretty soon. So let me leave you with one of my theories, and I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. This prototype we see is electrified somehow and it has independent rear. Well, maybe getting rid of the solid axle is better for packaging with the batteries. Now on this truck you can see the battery packs hang down low, at least what I assume are the battery packs hang down below the truck. So maybe by getting rid of the axle, Ford can package them, move them back and up underneath the bed, and then sort of balance out the weight of this truck. Now, as many of you know, one of the issues with pickups is that the rear axle never has weight over it. So this is an opportunity for Ford to really, balance out the weight of that truck to give the rear axle just more traction. And with the IRS, it's going to give you a nice smooth ride. So this is sort of interesting. They're definitely working on something new here, and we can't wait to see what it ends up being. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, come right back here to TFL Now for the latest news, views, and real world reviews. See ya.